Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The rector at the International University of Sarajevo, His Excellencies, ambassadors, the teaching staff of the university, students, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Firstly, I would like to thank the university for this invitation to come here and I'm told to receive some awards. My main function here is to give a talk on education. I have always been close to the educational policies in Malaysia, having been a member of the university's council, and I have always believed that education is the way for people to achieve greater impact on society. In Malaysia, first priority is given to education. Fortunately, we didn't have to spend much money on the military because we don't expect to be invaded by anyone. But education has been allocated as much as 25% of the national budget, which is a very big figure indeed. We have students not only in Malaysia but also all over the world. Wherever there is a facility for studying, you'll find Malaysians are there to study. We have Malaysian students in Ukraine, in Russia, in Belgium, in the whole of Europe, of course in Britain, America, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, and many other countries, including of course those who study religion will go to Egypt and Saudi Arabia. So Malaysians place a very great deal of importance on education because we wish to develop our country. In order to develop our country, we need expertise, and we want to have homegrown expertise. We do not want to depend upon other people. As you know, Malaysia was colonized by the British for almost 100 years. During that time, few Malaysians had opportunity to study up to university level. Mostly were given education so as to fit in with the administrative needs of the colonial government. We didn't have many professional people. We didn't have enough doctors, lawyers, engineers, architects, etc. So upon attaining independence, our first priority was to give education, to give more knowledge to our people. And so we spent a lot of money on giving scholarships and sending people to other countries, because under the British we did not even have even one university. Anybody who wants to study has to go abroad, and that is very expensive. So the moment we became independent, we set out to make university education available to as many people as possible. And for this, we provided a lot of scholarships. Under the British, we used English as the teaching medium. And most of the universities in the British Empire at that time, of course, used English. And many of our students go to British universities, Australian, Canadian, and New Zealand, etc. But over time, we have also to send to other places because university education in in England was becoming very costly. So we send our students to even to Ukraine and to many other countries where the teaching medium is not always English. Nevertheless, our people were prepared to learn in order to get the necessary qualification in order to contribute towards the development of the country. Today we have hundreds of thousands of students studying abroad. In the meantime, we have upgraded our educational facilities in Malaysia. Today, we have about 20 government universities, about 60 private universities, and about 300 institutions of higher learning. So there is a lot of places for students wanting to study up to university level. But even then, we still need to send our students abroad because the facilities at home is not sufficient for the demand for education by Malaysian students. Malaysian parents are very, very keen on getting their children educated, and because of that, they are quite ready to save money in order to give their children university education. So Malaysians have a literacy rate of almost 96%, and a lot of the people have university education at this present time. Because of our people having the required knowledge, we were able to make progress in many areas. For example, we have a lot of hospitals manned entirely by Malaysians. They were quite well accepted, and many of them have postgraduate education in other countries, but now Malaysian universities can provide postgraduate teachings in medicine and in other areas, professional areas. The contribution made by these qualified people is considerable. They are not only qualified, but they are willing to work and in the private sector as well as in the government. We started off industrializing with labor-intensive industries. People were required to work merely to assemble products that were given to them. But now we expect to see more investment in high-tech industries, especially in IT, information technology. And for this, we need special knowledge, and we have made provision for our people to be trained in all the new sciences and the development in the IT world. Because of that, we are able to man all our institutions, all our government requirements with trained Malaysians. And as you know, we are also providing education for other countries. We have over 100,000 foreign students studying in Malaysia, including Bosniaks who have come to study at the International Islamic University. I noticed some of them greeting me in Malay. Of course, they didn't learn Malay at all in Malaysia. When they go to the university, they learn in English. English is still very much the medium of instruction, although at the primary and secondary level, we teach in the local language, the Malay language. But when they go to the university for their first degree, they may be studying in the Malay language, but for tertiary level, they need to know, they need to be able to understand English.